from the song that I am, sung from the light that I am. I am, I am. Grow from the seed that I am, scribe from the song that I am, sung from the light that I am. I am, I am. Let me grow the seeds you scribed in me by the light you show in thee, in the quiet, in the dark, in the deep. I am, I am. Grown from the seed that I am, scribe from the song that I am, sung from the light that I am. I am, I am. Grown from the seed that I am, scribe from the song that I am, sung from the light that I am. I am, I am. The infinite potential is the vastness of my soul. Love's pure light, love's pure gold. In the light, in the sound, in the prime. I am solid light. Dip into my soul, call me by my name, seed of God, Lord of sound. Design my waking dream, blessed precious dream, jewel of God. From the seed that I am, scribe from the song that I am, sung from the light that I am. I am, I am. Grow from the seed that I am, scribe from the song that I am, sung from the light that I am. I am, I am. Solid light, seed of God, Lord of sound, jewel of God. Grown from the seed that I am, scribe from the song that I am, sung from the light that I am. I am, 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 I am. Solid light, seed of God, Lord of sound, jewel of God. Hi, welcome to OmegaBone.com. I'm Omega, singer, songwriter, and music education specialist. All over the world, I train people to be singers, singers to be musicians, and musicians to be professionals. In a supportive community, I teach the mechanics of singing and music theory to help you find your voice so that you can sing your song. Thank you so much for joining me today. So it is I finally feel comfortable coming to you all about what has transpired. I am here in Malaysia because I'm running away from home. My dream job at Hillcrest Drive Elementary Music Magnet in the middle of Los Angeles was snatched away from me by a groomer. His mother works at the school, and so he was permitted to essentially sexually harass the girls on campus. Me as well. He flashed me in my classroom. He was my assistant, and he only got to be my assistant because his mother works at the school, and his mother had weaseled her way into favor with my principal. And despite the fact that she hired me enthusiastically above several other candidates that applied for the job, despite the fact that I'd met her children, her husband, I had gone to her house, met her dog, met her children on several occasions. She picked me up from my house. Now, granted, I lived across the street from work, but she picked me up and we'd gone to places together. My first 2 years at the school, I was her music teacher. But when Ellen Craig
and her son Nico Craig got there, I was displaced and I was called a liar. I was called homophobic because I told that Nico was grooming my students. I began to realize that he was coming undone, and I asked for him to be removed from my classroom. And then the next day, one of my students came to me and said that she was concerned about how he was talking to her and what he had showed her on his social media. I told the principal. She had him removed because the day before I had written up a laundry list of things that he wasn't doing. He was hired to put together a recording studio in my classroom. I was given $50,000 to buy a bunch of equipment for the school so that we could make an album every year. Because there's no reason, because if it was just money, we could be doing that. And because of Black Lives Matter money was diverted from the police department, it went to education. And so I got to use some of that money to build a recording studio because I was doing such a great job. My first year, she loved my ideas, and so much so that I got to do a promotional video for just my program. Even though we had several programs at the school, my program got its own video. So I left because it was going on 2 years of me trying to get these two people removed from the district. The district has a history of hiding pedophiles, hiding people that abuse children, hiding abusers in general. And now that our former superintendent Carvalho has been displaced, now all of a sudden they want to remove problem people. Let me read this. Um, One second. The statement came out on Friday. The letter from my former principal. Dear Hillcrest families, as principal of Hillcrest Elementary School, the safety and well-being of our students and staff is my top priority. It was not 2 years ago when I reported the groomer. This letter is to inform you that an employee has been reassigned from campus for alleged misconduct as part of the investigation by the LAPD. The school and district administration have fully cooperated with the authorities, but they didn't do that when I reported Nico at the direction of the Los Angeles Police Department. The details of this incident are confidential and cannot be disclosed. While there is a presumption of innocence in matters of this nature, the district takes each and every reported act of misconduct seriously. They do not. Only because Superintendent Carvalho is no longer head of the school district are they now trying to pretend like they're taking care of our children. We are committed to aggressively pursuing each case to determine the truth and, if necessary, initiate the appropriate disciplinary or administrative measures. The district will provide intervention counselors to work with students who might be impacted by the removal of the employee. I would like to reassure parents and guardians that the school and the district will take every precaution to ensure the safety of students and staff at our schools. If you have any questions or concerns, blah, 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 phone number. This is all a lie. The person that is removed is not even half the problem that Nico and his mother are. Nico and his mother have abused, misused, and misappropriated funds, and the school is going to suffer. Right? The guidance, there's a whole bunch of counselors on campus that do nothing. Or not counselors, but I don't know what Ali's title is, but Ali doesn't do anything but run around and bully students, hollering and yelling at students without any kind of guidance or correction. Craig, she runs around campus dragging kids, pretending that the school is HGTV, which is Home and Garden TV, because all she does is decorate. She's broken the school apart. I don't know why Persons has let her do this, but at one point they wanted to call me homophobic because she's gay, but I don't care about her being gay. I'm a musician. Most of the people I know are gay. It doesn't matter to me. As long as that person is not having sex with me, I don't care. So, my ladies and gentlemen, over the coming weeks, I'm going to start sharing all of the documentation of misconduct from the LA Unified School District. And I want them all to go down because they're disgusting. I'm pretty sure that if I hadn't caused such a ruckus, they would have started selling my students into sex slavery. And I know that sounds ridiculous. I know that sounds crazy, but they wanted to say that I'm psychotic when in fact they know good and well Nico flashed me in my classroom. I told HR and HR said, well, maybe it was an accident. Since when is it an accident for you to show your naked body at work? How do you accidentally show someone that you're doing drugs in a social media post? How do you accidentally show your whole naked body in a post? Okay, well, maybe they just had underwear on, but there was no reason for me to see that at work. And for them to say that I'm homophobic because I don't want to see someone's body, it's insanity. It's gross. And if someone is mentally ill, they shouldn't be working at schools. Right? So I fully expect all of them to be fired before the end of the school year. Ali, though she's going through her own personal karma, it is coming for everybody. Brown, everybody attached to room 19, you're all going down. You're all going to continue to suffer until you guys make restitution. Everybody that covered up for Nico and his mother and Craig and Persons and Sanford and Spicer, all of you are all going to suffer until you guys make amends. Because the lying days are over. And you guys didn't want to believe me, but it's coming for all of you. Because now that I have the mental clarity and the space, now that I'm here at now that I'm here at Network School and I have the space to finish my project, my first album will be released at the end of the month. It's called Come With Me, and it is documenting the abuse of the judicial system across the world. That if you don't want to be married, you're at the whim of the person that wants to be married to you. They do not have to let you go, and they can spend the rest of your natural life trying to make you suffer for it. And it only is allowed to continue because people don't speak up. But those days are over, right? There's enough of us that are strong enough, powerful enough, and able to speak out. Now that my children are adults, my ex-husband can't keep my children from me any longer. He can't use them to torment me. They're adults now. And so my second album in this Come With Me series is about the abuse at schools. Because trying to get away from my ex-husband, I ended up I left Germany and moved to South Korea. There was a pedophile at that school. Then I moved to Japan. There was a pedophile at that school, and the principal said, "You better not put my school on your resume, or I'm going to have to tell them what you did." That was the end of that relationship with that principal, because how dare you pretend to protect somebody that you know was grooming my students? There was a pedophile at the school so that school was in Tokyo. Then the school in Osaka, there was a pedophile. There was pedophiles at the school in Kyoto. There's pedophiles at almost every school I've worked at. And so coming back to Los Angeles from the pandemic, I thought that I was finally free of it, because Miramonte had two pedophiles that were doing ungodly things to children for 20 years. And once those children, and they would take children that had undocumented parents, that the children were legally allowed to be in the United States, but their parents were. And so their parents worked in restaurants or in the garment district making clothes and sweatshops, because Los Angeles has very poor people and very rich people. And the very poor people are very disadvantaged, and so are taken advantage of. They get paid under the table, they get treated badly, because who are they going to report their crimes to? If they say something, they'll be deported, and they'll lose the opportunities that they think that they're getting from being in America. So they would target these children, and once those children became of age, those men were removed. But it was 20 years at Miramonte. And so the district is pretending that they take care of children when in fact they don't. Because here we are again in 2024, 2025, 2026, and groomers are still at Hillcrest Drive Elementary Music Magnet. So much so that the young lady that reported the problem to me, she was one of our star students. She had been there and was a selective mute when she arrived at the school, couldn't speak or wouldn't speak, and ended up being a singer in my program. As a fifth grader, she came as a pre-kindergarten student. She'd been there 5-6 years. And now all of a sudden she's a liar. She's not a liar. She talks too much. She's incredibly nosy, but she is not a liar. But because I don't know who in her family is undocumented, the principal scared the mother, and the mother won't speak up. The mother won't even talk to me, won't even look at me, because she's so afraid of what's going to happen to her. And every parent that knows that the principal is doing dirty and doing wrong and protecting all the abusers on campus, they're all afraid of the principal too. For what reason? I have no idea, when in fact the principal works for the parents. Our taxes pay for the principal's salaries. Our tax money pays for my salary as a teacher. But I'm not going back until they fix it. It doesn't make sense for me to go and go back to not eating and not sleeping and losing all the weight. Like, look at my neck. I've lost so much weight behind this mess. So, but anyway, the second album is about the stress in the jungle, and the jungle of Los Angeles. Come With Me, the album that's coming out at the end of the month, has songs based in Germany, South Korea, Indonesia, and it has the comic book that I get to kill the demons. And so the second album, I get to kill the demons in Los Angeles. But they're suffering on their own. But I have to excise these demons from myself, right? And so music is a way to do that. It's a way for me to come back to center. Because the people that I've met this month, they don't even know how sick I was in January. That's how good Network School has been to me. They've taken really good care of me. like last night, I went to a rave. They took one of the VIP rooms on the 13th floor and tricked it out, and it felt like a full club, and like the real club heads. I think Blurry said he danced till like 4 o'clock this morning, which is insane. I'm not well enough to dance like that anymore. I only had a few hours in me. I started at 9 and ended at like 12:30. I had to just stop. Um, but it helped me to figure out the layout of the third album that is 42 songs. But in the rave, you know how they stitch together across the 3 hours. I heard, I don't know, 80 songs, right? And so like that gave me the format for the third album, that it's going to be probably a 90-minute rave, where I get to tell the story of how the network school kind of stitched me back together, and to make me my highest self, right? Because our motto here is win and help win. And in me winning, I'm helping people. I get to use my superpower of autism to help people who have other autistic traits. Mine is sound. And so I can help people use song to deliberately craft a great story so they can sell their product, craft a great story so they can win the girl or the guy, craft a presentation that sells their highest self, or presents their highest self, not really sells their self, but that's what the third album is. And like, it seems that I know I need some time, some quiet time to hear the music, but there's still a lot of research that I'm working on right here. And I feel like I can't leave network school until I get these two albums written. I'm close to writing the second album. And the fact that Lorraine had to put out that statement that I read to you all shows that the district has changed. And she now has to actually be responsible for the community that she's presiding over. She forgot that she's a manager. She thought that she was a queen and that she could run the school with impunity, that her minions, her jesters, her foolish court could also run amok across the campus, intimidating and harassing everyone that gets in their way of money laundering, because the dance teacher that comes in, they're paying Ali, right? But what did you get for that? Where's your family? You have nothing for that. You have absolutely nothing. You have some dollars, but what is that going to do you when the dollar collapses? You're going to be alone. So, yeah, I'll share more details. Probably on my TikTok, because they like salacious stories. And so my TikTok is Come With Me for the album. Yeah, I'll figure out how to post on TikTok because I'm old and like starting something new is, y'all know. But anyway, you guys make sure that you do your best. And even if you see someone doing the wrong thing and hurting other people, don't join in and don't celebrate it and don't ignore it and don't condone it. Right? Because if you condone someone's foolishness, it's going to happen to you. Right? If you don't fix it, you're at fault too. The world is entirely too small. And now that there's the internet, everything is forever. So Y'all better shape up. Hillcrest, I'm coming for you. It's over. Ali, Craig, Brown. Well, you already tore up your car and all your friendships because you don't have adequate insurance. Yep. What's that other lady's name? I can't remember her name. Yeah, but that whole room 19, you guys are all done. All of you hiding Craig and Nico, you're all finished. And the crazy thing is that Nico had a lawyer write me a note, write me an email threatening a cease and desist, saying that I outed him. And his mother is an activist. How am I outing him if she's been an activist for so many years? Right? And then he put all these people in the email chain to try and embarrass me, but he put a child, a little girl in there because he's a groomer. I don't have emails with any children. He does. I don't email children. I email their parents. If there's an issue that they need to know something, I tell their parents to tell them. I don't talk to the children directly except at school, in class, with other children. Right? He's a groomer. He is trying to have relationships with the young girls on campus. And if he gets allowed to stay at any LA Unified School District campus, that's the district's fault. He's mentally ill. He should not be around children. But he can be at Duke Ellington. That's a continuation school. Those kids are on their last leg. Before they get suspended and fully expelled out of the district, they get to be at this continuation school. They don't play that there. And when they find out that this is who is going to be in amongst their campus, that's over. That's over. He should not be allowed on any LA Unified School. He should not be allowed at any school because he is a groomer. Nico Craig is a groomer. So, and I'm not for any of it. I won't stand for it. Anyway. You guys tell the district. Write letters to the district, please. Superintendent at lausd.net. And tell them that you do not want groomers on campus. No adult should be friends with an elementary school age child. So there's no excuse for it. There isn't. Okay. I'm done with my rant for the day. Later today, we're going to be singing, and it's going to be a good class. It's going to be a great class, actually. And I'm very excited because my new cousin, Helen, got us a bunch of instruments. And so my Music Room 33 class is going to just play they're going to play a bunch of instruments on Tuesday for our class. I'm going to mark them up tomorrow, and that's going to be great. And maybe if I can get them not to be so shy and I can get them comfortable, we can have them play on our show on the 29th when I do my album release. We'll have our Learn to Sing concert, and at 8 o'clock, and then at 9 o'clock, I'll do my album release. But you guys, please write the district. or write the news. But tell them that, like, there's a whole lot of nasty stuff happening at Los Angeles Unified School District. They do not care about our children. They do not. So, and so, like, being here at network school, everyone's like, oh, tell all the tea, tell all the tea. But it's like, all of it is connected. The entertainment industry, the is connected to politics, is connected to movies, is connected to education. All of it is who can abuse who for the longest, right? And so if you guys don't speak up, the few people that do speak up, we look crazy because you guys are turning a blind eye because you're just like, oh, well, it's not my kid, until it's your kid. And then what? No one's going to believe you because you didn't believe anybody. Right? And people are mad that Brown tore up their car at my school. But who's going to help them? Nobody, because they didn't help anybody. They didn't help the children that they're paid to help. So why would anyone help a grown adult? You're supposed to have your own insurance. So why should we care that Ms. Brown didn't have an adequate insurance at your school? The district's not going to pay for that. The district's not even going to take care of the children that they're supposed to take care of. So why would they take care of you? Right? This is all what the karma is. If you don't speak up, bad things are going to happen to you. Right? I spoke up and great things happened to me. I fell into the best opportunity of my life. Like, this place has everything. Like, how do I get to go to a rave and then just come back downstairs and go to bed and not even hear it, not even be disturbed by it? I came up to my room for breakfast. My roommate said, "You want to go to lunch?" I was like, "No, I just finished breakfast." Because I'm eating all day long. I'm going to fill out these wrinkles in a minute. I just probably need maybe another 10, 15 pounds so that I'm not so thin. But that's going to happen. Right? I just met a guy named Eduardo, and he also has ADD or ADHD, but he's neurospicy like me. And we were just talking about the journey from being diagnosed to forgetting to then remembering to then actually fixing it and like hyper focusing on it, right? And every kind of person I need to talk to is here. The musicians. Adam went home for the week or for 2 weeks, and Manessa is going home today. Like, the people that I need to fill my heart, to keep me whole. Venus and Daniela like poked me into being a singer and a teacher again. Like I what like this is my karma, is that I get to be taken care of for once in my life. And I get the opportunity to take care of people that want to be taken care of. Right? Because like I had a crazy conversation at breakfast with Anton, and like I'm helping him to understand that we should start with kindness, and then you can be spicy, but not spicy from the jump. Because he's a nice guy, he's very smart and highly offensive, but in the best way. Like, it's he's got a terrible, crude, rude humor, but it tickles my fancy. It's not, I don't find him to be off-putting, but I've seen him be nice, and so I know that it's just him amusing himself. Right? So like, I don't have to be delicate here and still be taken care of. He called me ma'am, for heaven's sakes. And I couldn't tell if I should be offended or laugh. Right? I don't have to be super girly. I don't have to be normal here. Like, how lucky am I? Like, I just have to be good at what I do and be of service to the community, and it all works out. And so if you want a good life, you have to serve and be served. Right? And if you allow the weakest of us to be hurt, you're going to be hurt too, eventually. Right? Carvalho spoke at Hamilton High School's graduation a few years ago, and he was like, they're not like us. They're not like us, but we're not his us. He does not care about our students. So what that he's an immigrant? He does not care about our immigrant communities. He does not care about our Black kids. He doesn't care about our poor white kids. If you're not super rich, he's not thinking about you. So, but yeah, all we can do is fix it with what we can fix. Get persons out of Hillcrest. Get Craig out of Hillcrest. Get Nico Craig out of Hillcrest. Ellen Craig is his mother. She needs to be fired. Melissa Ali needs to be fired. I forget the reading specialist. What's her name? She needs to be fired as well, because she was the student that the student first reported Nico to. And then she sent the child to me because he worked for me, instead of reporting him because the child had said that he was saying nasty things to her. McDaniels, that's her name. That's my ADD. I can't remember people that I can't stand. There it goes. Poof, gone. She should be fired because she didn't report him. Because if she had reported him before I did, there wouldn't have been a mess. But they all should be fired. Fired without pay. No kind of severance, no kind of nothing. Destroy them. If they don't want to protect and serve like they're supposed to, like they're paid to do, and they would rather protect groomers instead of the children that have to be with us all day, because the groomer can go anywhere. Our children live in our neighborhood and have to go to our school. If they could go someplace else, they would. Fire them all. Fire those women in HR as well. Because when I told them that he had flashed me, they said it was an accident, even though he admitted it. How is it ever an accident to show your naked body at work? That's never an accident. You take your clothes off intentionally. Anyway. All right, let me get off of here. We're going to sing tonight, and probably in April, I will host a free class online. If you guys text me or say what time you want it to be, because I don't know what time to catch you all, because I'm not catching anybody. I think the people that keep poking into this class are here in Malaysia with me. But I don't know. Especially Facebook people, like you guys. Maybe I should put something in the chat. On the page. Anyway, I'll look and see. Anyway, get those pedophiles out of Hillcrest Drive Elementary. And all of those contractors that come in, like Cassie and all those people from the theater group on Adams or Washington, get them all out of there. all out. Disgusting. All of them. All of them. They all need to leave. Because the only reason why they get to stay is because they're paying off Ellen, paying off Melissa, paying off Lorraine. They all should be fired. Because why does it take you $20,000 to do 3 shows? When the Philharmonic can come in, or LA Opera can come in for $5,000 and do a show with setting, costumes, 3-part harmony, lead parts in like 3 weeks. Okay, maybe 6 weeks. But y'all let them waste your taxpayer money if you want to. They're all nasty. Get them. Get them. Get them all. Anyway, I'm done. I'm done. But yeah, so I'll be telling all the story, all the tea on my YouTube channel, Come With Me. Because my Omega Bone Come With Me, they blocked. And I didn't even post anything yet. Because they had one little girl make a TikTok saying that I'm a stupid bitch. She didn't even know me. Child didn't even know me. But they put her up to say that. They sure did. But now they're all suffering. They're all suffering. All right, I'm through. I'm for real through. You guys have a good day. And tell the truth, please. And stand up for children always. Always take care of children. If you do nothing in life, you take care of a child. I don't care if you're gay, straight, you take care of children. That's the only way we're going to be saved. So, anyway, I love you all. Bye.
Grown from the seed that I am, scribed from the song that I am, sung from the light that I am. I am, I am. Grown from the seed that I am, scribed from the song that I am, sung from the light that I am. I am, I am. Let me grow the seeds you scribed in me. By the light you show in thee, in the quiet, in the dark, in the deep. I am, grown from the seed that I am, scribed from the song that I am, sung from the light that I am. I am, grown from the seed that I am, scribed from the song that I am, sung from the light that I am. I am, the infinite potential is the vastness of my soul. Love's pure light, love's pure gold, in the light, in the sound, in the prime. I am solid light. Dip into my soul, call me by my name, seed of God, Lord of sound. Design my waking dream, blessed precious dream, jewel of God. From the seed that I am, scribed from the song that I am, sung from the light that I am. I am, grown from the seed that God, Lord of sound, jewel of God, grown from the seed that I am, scribe from the song that I am, sung from the light that I am.